Hi everyone. Today in this video we are going to learn about loops in C sharp. Let's talk about first that what is a loop. A loop meaning in every programming that is to run a block of code multiple times again and again till some occurred condition or infinitely means a loop runs a particular block of code multiple times until some condition is met to false. The block of code will execute continuously again and again until a condition is satisfied. When a condition is going to be false, then that loop will stop. So in C sharp, there are three types of loops. In C sharp, there are three types of loops in C sharp programming: for loop, while and do while. Okay. In which scenario we have to use the loop? The first scenario is that sometimes suppose you may want to print numbers from 1 to 1000, then loop can be used. And if you want to get the items from a list one by one, in this case you can also use the loops. And suppose you may want to read a line from a text file and process each of them, for example file handling, and you may want to continuously monitor some event. If then that event occur, then act, etc. So in this kind of scenario you can use loops here in C sharp. Now let's talk about first loop, that is for loop in C sharp programming. First, let's understand the syntax of for loop. The syntax is begin with the keyword for, then within braces first there is initialization, after then the first part contain initialization, then first part ends with semicolon, after then boolean expression, that boolean expression part also terminate with semicolon, and the last part is update, increment or decrement part. After then the for loop body is enclosed within opening and closing curly braces, and within this curly braces you may write your programming body statements, for loop statement. Let's do an example of for loop in Visual Studio. Here first I am taking a variable n of integer type and initialize it with 0. So here is the for loop. In this loop let's run this loop by using F11 key. How the loop will run, let's see step by step. First, the variable n will initialize with value 0. After then, here the first step is going that initialization. In initialization step, the first variable n will be initialized with value 1. After then, the condition will be checked. If this condition is true, then the for loop body statement will execute it. Let's check the condition. Here the value of n is 1. 1 less than equal 10. Condition is true. So the compiler will print the value of n here is 1. From output window you can clearly see. After then control goes to update increment decrement part, here n++. The value of n will be incremented to 2. Now again control will goes to the conditional expression part, here the condition will be checked. Condition is n less than equal 10. The value of n will be 2 now. So the here condition is true. 2 less than equal 10. So the output in the output window the 2 will be printed. Next n++, the value of n is 3 and 3 less than equal 10. The condition is also true. So it will print 3 as a output. After then n++ update the value of n by 1. So the next updated value of n is 4. Now check the condition n less than equal 10. 4 less than equal 10 condition is also true. Here the output is 4. Next n++. Now the next value updated value of n is 5. 5 less than equal 10 condition is true. So here the output is 5. Next n++. The value of n is increased by 1, that is 6. N less than equal 10. 6 less than equal 10 condition is still true. Here the output is 6. Then n++. The value of n will be increased by 1, that is 7. Now the condition will be checked. 7 less than equal 10 condition is true. So the output is 7 here. Next n++. The value of n will be increased by 8 and condition is also true, n less than equal 10. Here the value of n that is 8 will be printed on the output screen. After then n++, the value of n is incremented by 1, that is 9. 9 less than equal 10 condition is again true. Here the next output printed on the output screen is 9. Next n++ 10. 10 less than equal 10 condition is also true. The output here printed is 10. Now n++, the value of n will be incremented by 1. That is the new value of n is here 11. Now control goes to check the condition n less than equal 10. 11 less than equal 10. This condition is false. So the control goes the statement after the for loop body. And this is the final output. So this program print the number from 1 to 10 using for loop. Another for loop format is that the above code. This code can also be written like this. the output will be same. From output window you can see if we write the format of for loop like this, then the output will be same as previous output. Next, the infinite for loop in C sharp. Next is infinite for loop in C sharp programming. How to run infinite for loop in C sharp? Let's see with an example in Visual Studio. First, let's see syntax for infinite for loop. The syntax is for, then semicolon, then semicolon. This is the syntax for infinite for loop. Now let's run this program within Visual Studio. Within console.writeLine, I'm just writing a statement. I am running infinitely. No need of this statement. Now let's run this code. From output window you can see that the statement I am running infinitely will be printed infinite time and the loop will never stop. One more important thing to be noticed here is that be careful with semicolon after 4 brackets before body. For example, for n equal 1, n less than equal 10, n plus plus, and after then just applying semicolon. This is the syntax. Now let's run this concept in Visual Studio. I'm just writing a code here. First I'm declaring a variable of type integer and assigning value 0 to it. After then I'm just completing the first part by initializing the n to value 1. After then I'm just running condition n less than equal 10, then updating increment decrement statement. After then I'm just printing the value of n within console.writeLine, and here I just put a semicolon after the for loop. Now let's see what is the output. Here the output is 11, that is the value of the n. How the output will come this like this, just understand. Here this code will execute for 10 times but will not go inside the for loop body. So when the value of n reach 11, and then it will check condition 11 less than equal 10. When this condition becomes false, then the control will go inside the for loop and print the value of n, that is the 11. And let's understand the next statement, next scenario. In this scenario, leads to this scenario leads to hang if we use semicolon like this, semicolon after for loop. But in this scenario, increment in 4 we will put within the for loop body. Then let's see what will happen and what is the output here. No output here. Because the condition will never met false. So the output will be null in this statement. Thank you. If you like this video, then please share and subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you.